That they all lie. So why are you mad? When you walk up to a man and they start talking to you, you already know some of the stuff that they're saying is a lie. So why be angry? You already know, man. So just expect it and go from there. It's like, okay, I know this man is lying to me. What can I get out of him? Okay? You can't force people to tell you the truth anyway. You got to meet them where they are and see if they're worth it or not. What you can do and how you can benefit from the situation. That's literally it. If you see things any other way, because you've been programmed by society to trust blindly from somebody that just wants something from you or want to keep you from getting something from somebody else. Right? Just think about it like that. They're all lying. And that's not a cynical way to look at it. It's just an informative way to approach every situation so that you're not disappointed or upset or angry. You just understand, like, okay, I'm in the presence of a man. I mean, a liar. So don't believe everything they say. Make them prove their words, basically. So instead of just believing someone, you're going to hold them accountable for their words. And you don't believe anything until the action has been completed. That's literally it. You're just going to be smart.
I don't like you. I want to hit it. I don't want a relationship. That's the reality. Women go, but tell me that. Where would that get us?
Exactly where it's supposed to get you. Because a girl who doesn't want that arrangement is allowed and has the freedom to say no thank you. So you can go find the girl who does want the arrangement.
100%.
So
but I don't want the girl that want the arrangement. I want you.
You can't have everything you want.
I can get the encounter if I lie.
No, we love blaming women for choosing the wrong man, but never blame the man who faked his entire personality just to get her. You know? Like, let's be for real here. Some of these dudes study you like an exam. They say all the right things, do all the right stuff just to get close enough to benefit from your softness. And when they finally get what they want, their real personality shows up. Now suddenly you're crazy. You change. You don't communicate anymore. Nah, she's just reacting to the mask you took off. People forget some women didn't choose wrong. They got tricked. They fell for the okie doke, the version that he pretended to be. But don't worry, because one thing about women, we learn quick. We might cry, we might hurt, but we come back sharper, quieter, and way more careful with who gets access the next time. So yeah, stop blaming her for falling for a lie. Start blaming him for living one. If you're healing from that right now, just remember, you're not stupid for loving somebody who played pretend. You're human. You loved honestly, and that's something that they could never fake.
Please stop saying women fall for the wrong men when men be faking their personality the whole time. These narcissistic men will pretend to be the ideal person initially, shaping themselves into precisely what a woman desires. But once they become comfortable or get what they want, they switch up. There's nothing a woman could have done differently to choose a better man or make him better. Men like this really don't change for the better. They just find new ways to lie and new women to manipulate. They lack accountability and shift the blame onto you once they realize you've caught on to their deceitful behavior. So he may not have been the right man, but it's not her fault he decided to be a no good one. Let's stop blaming women for everything.
As a woman with a son, ladies, come to the front. Let me tell you something. All men lie. They lie from birth. Let me tell y'all something. My son lies for no reason. I don't even whoop him. My kids don't get whoopings. He still be fucking lying. I be saying, why are you lying when you don't get whooped? Like, you don't even know why you're lying. You're just doing it. You can't even help yourself. He'll tell me. The demons is telling me to do it. I'm so serious. It's like you have to train them to not lie from birth. So imagine if they weren't trained to not lie and their mama just let them get whatever the fuck they wanted to and just let it slide. They be lying, y'all. I'm over here going through it, trying to teach mine not to.
Men be lying because y'all be believing them. Works. If it didn't work, men wouldn't do it. If you required a man to actually show you his true character through actions for a substantial amount of time. I'm talking seasons of his life to verify all the things that he is saying he is or he ain't. Before you gave him pieces of yourself, you can't get back. These wouldn't be able to do it. They would not be able to fool you consistently. But you take what a man says. He's bombing you with love because maybe your defense system ain't together. Your discernment ain't sharpened. Your discipline isn't there for you to say, you know what? Although I like this man, let me wait before I give him something I can't get back until I verify this man is who he is. You don't do that. So instead of you doing that, you want that deceiver, that gaslighter, that person that is used to lying and getting good results because he lies. You want him to change. So I don't have to do proper vetting myself. At some point, you got to say, I need to be better. I need to stop giving that ain't earned it through time. I gotta stop allowing a man's words to dictate my actions. Wouldn't it be easier for you, I don't know, to learn how to defend and protect your peace?
Are you ladies really believing men? In this big old year of 2025, you are really believing the words of this man? I pity some people because I think by now we should all know that men are liars. They've always been liars, they will always be liars, and society knows about this. But do they hold them accountable for their lies? No. The fault doesn't lie with them for lying. It lies with you for believing their lies. That's why they keep on telling you, choose better, choose better, choose better. Whenever I hear people coming for a woman that has relationship issues and telling her that, oh, you should have chosen better, you should have chosen better when trying to pick the father of your children. How do you expect these ladies to choose better when these men are disguising themselves as not even better, but they are disguising themselves as the very best? Choosing better becomes near impossible when you need near CIA level skills in order to discern whether these men are lying to you or whether these men are actually telling you the truth. Most of these men are wolves in sheep's clothing. They all pretend to be good men. Do you think these men are picking these men when they come out here and tell them, oh, I'm a terrible piece of shit man and I'm going to destroy your life? And these men are like, yes, I want him. I want this one. No, these men are coming and they are pretending. They are putting their best foot forward. They are pretending to be the gentleman, the chivalrous man, the good man. And then when they get you and they trap you, they start showing you their true colors. They don't start showing you all these their bad characters from the start. No, they pretend to be saints. And we all know that these men do this. We all know that these men pretend. We all know that these men lie. But we still do not hold them accountable for the lies they tell. Instead, we hold the women that believe their lives accountable. That's why I tell you this. Open your eyes and be sharp when dealing with men. Because if these men deceive you, people are not going to see you as a victim. In fact, instead of seeing you as a victim, the most they are going to see you as a fool. So don't be seen as a fool by people out there. Open your eyes and be sharp and realize that when a man's mouth is moving, that man is lying. Let's get right into it.
Will trick you, lie to you, tell you everything you want to hear. I love you, all of that to get what they want. Okay? And they have no remorse, no shame. They don't care. Why? Because at the end of the day, they're not emotionally attached to you. They don't care what you think about them because they don't value your opinion because they're not emotionally attached. They don't see signs everywhere of you because you left them. They don't dream about you unless it's a sex dream. They're not looking for people to help you get back together. They're not looking for, miracles to help you get back together. They're on to the next chick because they're not emotionally attached. And when you get emotionally attached, that's exactly what women do. Well, I need to get him back. He was my soulmate, blah, blah. No, he wasn't. He made you think he was so that he could get what he wanted. And after he got what he wanted, and after he was bored with you and done with you, he moved on. Okay? So ladies, I'm not saying you need to be the same way. I'm saying you need to look out for yourself first. Stop getting so emotionally attached. You shouldn't be attached to anybody unless you have their last name or y'all are married and building a life together and still not 100% emotionally attached because that can be taken away too. Okay? So stop, ladies. Stop it. It makes zero sense.
Women are utterly foolish about words. They think that a man's words mean anything. Men's words mean nothing. And this doesn't mean every man's a liar. It means any man whose word means something, his actions are already backing it up. You said something brilliant earlier. Don't ever date for potential. 100%, right? He should be doing something. He should already have relationships. Best question you can ask a man on first date, what are you building right now? Another question, what are you working on? Who keeps you accountable? Who's helping you grow? Who's your mentor? Who is a figure you look up to, and what are you doing about that? What are your principles in life, right? What is your purpose right now, and how are you pursuing it? Asking him these questions with a smile on your face, joyful, excited, interested. A good man will lean into these questions and show you, and then as you slowly date him, he will begin revealing that and bringing you into that life and back it up, and he will embrace you and bring you into his life. Don't sleep with him until that happens, ladies, until there's a full, firm commitment and you see proof of his life.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but ladies, learn to lie. Lie about your job, lie about your age, lie about whatever you need to get that billionaire or millionaire husband you're working on or you're looking for. Because men are born liars. The earlier you start lying to get whatever you want in life, the better for you. You might be the CEO, you might be the owner, you might be like the manager of the company, but lie. Tell them you are the assistant to the manager. You are the secretary, you are the receptionist. Let them feel superior. Never disclose your income, even if you're making $1 million as a lady. Oh, I'm struggling this month. My rent is so low this month. Oh, my salary is so down. I can't even make my nails appointments. Lie!
So I went on a date with a guy tonight, and before you ask, sometimes I do go on dates with guys for research purposes. And he was like, I saw that video that you made where you called your guy friend and you asked him if all men cheat. He's like, I thought that video was really funny. And I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, what do you think? Do you think all men cheat? And he was like, well, no, I don't think all men cheat, but I think a lot of men will play with women's emotions. And I think that women don't really understand that about men. I think that women have a perception of men that is not accurate. He was like, men will lie to you. Men will lie to a woman. They will tell a woman what she wants to hear. And then they'll drop the act. And by the time that they drop the act, the woman is so invested and so naive that she'll overlook the fact that he's a totally different person. This is what he said to me, which I thought was so crazy. So I was like, oh, are you like that? And he was like, I used to be like that when I was younger. And then I dated this woman who broke my heart and who treated me like I was nothing. And it was only in that moment that I realized how it feels to be treated like that. And it occurred to me how I must have made so many women feel in my past. And he says, and these are his words, he said, I think it takes, more women need to be like that. They need to be this strong, no nonsense woman who's not afraid to leave men and to hurt men, because that's what really makes men realize what it feels like to be hurt or to be left or to be treated like they're nothing. He said it was only until that woman treated me like I was nothing did I understood what it felt like. Having a daughter doesn't change them. Having a mother or a sister is not going to change the way they treat women. You guys need to wake up to the way that men are, because even they know that they're like this, and they'll pretend like they don't know, but they know. The only thing that even will remotely change them is being treated the same way. I'm not against dating men. I do think you'd be better off if you didn't, but I just went on a date with a man. So I'm not against you dating men. I just think that we need to wake up to the true nature of men, and we need to approach our dating life and our relationships with them accordingly. Okay? I don't think a lot of women understand. They don't want to believe it. Okay? I think they understand. They do not want to believe it. They're like, oh, not all men. This, I'm telling you, it's just the way that they are. Maybe some of them wake up to it, but it's the way that they are to their core. And the only thing that's going to put them into shape is women acting the way that they act. So
act the way that they act and treat them the way that they treat us. And before you say, oh, this is a man, he probably was just saying what you want to hear. Girl, I think there are other things that he could have said that probably would have been more in line with what he would think that I'd want to hear. I'm taking everything that he says with a grain of salt, and there were definitely other things that he said that were definitely not what I wanted to hear. So I don't think that was the game plan, but I understand with a grain of salt. But I'm just saying, out of his own mouth, out of their own mouths, exactly what I've been saying. Because I know it to be true.
Men would never legitimately tell you if somebody was breaking up with them. They would never open up like that. They would never be honest about something like that. They would make something up like that, though, in order to use it as a tool to paint themselves as a victim. Yes, but they would never in a million years tell you that they were legitimately broken up with and that their heart was broken, because it's kind of the way that, at least I hope now, women are being told, do not tell men your trauma, because women, on the other hand, are like, oh, I need to be honest and open so he really knows who I am. No, you don't. No, you don't, because they are not. Okay, they are fake and they wear masks. Okay, so if they ever tell you that someone broke their heart, just know it was the fucking opposite. Okay, they would never, they would go to the grave with that kind of information. They would never in their right mind tell any women that someone broke up with him. Okay, ever. It's a blow to their egos. Okay, they would also never tell women if they were legitimately in debt, right? They would lie. Okay, these things, it's really simple. What hurts their egos, right, is women getting over on them, right, or them actually being broke. Excuse me. But they would never legitimately share that information. They are doing it in order to build like fake vulnerability with you, a fake connection. Okay, they don't care about women enough to be like, I'm gonna tell her about my heartache and how my dad didn't love me and how my mom didn't love me either. They don't say any of that shit in order to connect with you, okay? They don't do that. They're using those things as tools, okay? They don't give a fuck about connecting on a legitimate level with women. They never have, okay? So what makes you think in 2025 that all men are gonna start wanting to connect? Keep your eyes peeled. Okay.
Here's a reminder. The worst men aren't the F-boys. It's the ones who pretend to be genuine, but are secretly lustful. At least with a straight up F-boy, you know what it is. He ain't hiding it. You already know what lane he in, and he can actually just stay in that one. But the ones who act like they deep, the ones talking about, I'm not like other guys, those be the ones who you really gotta watch them. They'll say all the right things. They'll listen. They'll quote scriptures. I had that one in my life. They'll talk about healing and growth, but their intentions don't match their words. And what makes it worse is they make you feel safe at first. They study you just enough to become your safe space. Then they flip it when they realize you actually expected them to be who they said they were. That's why discernment is key, ladies. Pay attention to patterns, not promises. Watch consistency, not calm. Real love won't need a mask, and real love moves in peace, not performance. So don't let smooth talk fool you. Look at how they treat you when there's nothing to gain. That's when you'll see who's real. Because anybody can act godly when they want to and when they want you. But only the real ones stay solid once they have you.
I'm sorry, no one understands how tired I am of men. A man could tell me that the sky is blue. I need to go outside and check myself. I'm sorry, I just don't believe. I don't believe anymore. Because let me tell you one thing that men will do. Men will lie. And men will lie hard. Honestly speaking, believe a man at your own risk. Believe him at your own risk. I'm sorry, but unless God directly tells me this brother is for you, I'm not listening. I don't want to hear it no more.
Ladies, never underestimate a man's ability to lie, manipulate, and gaslight you to get what he wants. And if a man seems like he's too good to be true, It's because he is, and he's a fucking liar, and he's telling you everything that you want to hear so that he can get what he wants. Then you're gonna come across the worst type of man. The type of man that you done spilled your heart out to, and you told him everything that you went through in your past relationship, and he's gonna use all that shit against you to hurt and manipulate you some more. You gotta understand that these men have no empathy towards people at all. So you can't change them, and you can't try to change them, and don't, because all you're gonna do is hurt yourself some more. And then they're gonna come with the I came to heal you and I would never be like that. Like, get the fuck out of here. You came to hurt this woman some more. Don't believe a man's words, believe his actions. If his words don't match his actions, then fuck him, leave him.
Girl to girl, from a woman who has a lot of guy friends. Men lie all the time. And it's disgusting how much they lie. And to say and to think na these men have kids, not just wives. Hindi ko alam, it's breaking my heart. And it's also disgusting at the same time. Na parang as a single woman, I hope to be married to a faithful man, to a loyal man. But then, like, hearing all these testaments, all these stories from my friends, parang, well, not really like super friends, but like men around me, like parang breaks my heart. And like parang it's so hard to date and to trust men. So I guess do what you will with that information.
You said, Shira, he made so many promises to me and just ghosted. Girl, that's all men do is lie. I don't know why this is news to you. Anytime a man makes a promise, it's a lie. Until he delivers it in your hand and you can see it, sniff it, smell it, look at it, hear it, then it's the truth, okay? Stop believing people. They only do that because they know, some of y'all, I don't know how old you are, man, but young women believe promises. Because where are you coming from? You're coming straight from your mother's house and your father's house, who mostly probably came through on their promises, straight to a man. And so you think everybody is going to come through on their promises. Your bestie may come through on her promise. Your family may come through on a promise. And now you meet this man who sees this young, dumb chick who believes in promises. Okay? Believe in promises from people who have delivered promises many times over. Not from strangers. Okay? You're dating a man, he knows about how naive certain women are at certain ages, and he uses that against you. All right? Live in the world a little while, and you won't believe in false promises. Y'all know how y'all get them phone calls that says scam likely? Anytime a man starts to say he promises you something and you don't even know him, it's literally scam likely. He's using it to get on your good side, so you treat him like a decent person that, you know, that looks and sounds like a provider. He's getting the treatment of a man who's going to give you something that hasn't given you anything. Men will naturally cater to you for real if they like you. They will make you false promises if they're going to string you along. Okay? So we don't believe any false promises. We believe in actions. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
You can see that these men are not accidentally lying to you. These men know they are lying. These men know that their fellow men are lying. The society as a whole knows that men lie, and they are okay with it. In fact, the onus becomes on you to discern whether a man is lying. You need to have CIA and FBI level skills in order to discern that a man is lying. And if you fail to do so, it is your fault, because you should have known better. And if you yourself are not smart, oh God, society does not expect you as a woman to be smart. You know that? If you as a woman is smart, if you as a woman becomes the one that uses men and lies to men, society will quickly hold you accountable. I remember there was this guy back in my uni days, and this guy had a reputation of lying to ladies, being a ladies' man and using ladies and the rest. And me, I had a good girl reputation back then. I still have a good girl reputation, don't mind me. So this guy approached me, and I could tell from the start that he had ulterior motives in approaching me. So I didn't reject him. No, on the contrary, I played the game and I lied. I lied. I lied. I lied. I lied and lied and lied. And he was the one that actually caught feelings. And when he now caught hot, people all of a sudden forgot all the lies they have been telling girls, all the girls they have broken their hearts, all of them went poof out of people's memory, and everything became focused on me and how I lied to him to get him to spend money, and I lied to him to get him to do my work for me, because it was less of money and more of getting him to do my assignments for me. Then I was not at the best elsewise, so I needed somebody doing my work. So people were like, oh, I lied to him and I used him. People were blaming me for being manipulative. But when men like him were manipulating women, these people looked the other way. These people saw the girls like, oh, the girls were not sharp, the girls were not smart. But when you do the thing that these men do, because these men know that what they are doing is wrong, they don't want it to be done to them. When these things that these men do to you are done to men, society now becomes aware that this is manipulation. They become aware that this is wrong. But when they are doing it to you, and these men are lying to you, manipulating you, pretending to be what they are not with you, these people take it as these men are just being men and they are playing sharp. And if you fall for it, you are the fool. You are the one that doesn't have sense. Society expects for men to lie, but they expect for you to be entirely honest when you are dealing with men. They expect for you to tell him the truth about you from the beginning of your life to the end of your life. They expect for you to be honest with this man truly. They expect for you to tell him the time your daddy kissed you as a baby on your cheek. But this man will lie to you about things that are currently happening right now. Yes, this man will cheat on you last week, and then when you find out this week, they will tell you, oh, it happened long ago. Get over it. This man will cheat on you when they are getting to know you, and then when you find out that, oh, when you were not yet official, they were actually dealing with other ladies. And then when you find out and you have an issue with it, they'll be like, oh, it didn't happen when I was with you. We're just getting to know each other, so it shouldn't matter. But you, try it. This man wants to know the exact number of men you have slept with your entire life. This man wants to know whether you have gotten rid of a pregnancy ever in your entire life. This man wants to know whether you've dated this type of man, that type of man in your entire life. This man judge you for things that you did or might have done even before you knew them, before you knew of their existence. This man will judge you by it. They want absolute honesty from you as women while giving you no honesty on their own part. This man will lie to you. So if you like, be honest with them. Yes, be honest with them. And then you will get played. You will get played because these men are never honest with you. You cannot give absolute honesty to a group of people that even society expects to be absolutely dishonest to you. These men are expected to lie to you, to be dishonest with you. And then you are not expected to descend from that dishonesty, whether this part is honest and this part is a lie, this part is the truth, this part is a lie with a grain of truth. And then you are the one that is expected to sort through all the things that these men are telling you to know which one is true and which one is a lie. So when some of the ladies on here advise other women to also be dishonest with men, to keep their lives private from men and not to tell these men every single bit of detail about your life, to sprinkle lies into what they are telling these men, I'm in support of it. I'm in support of it because this is what these men are doing to you. And if lie can get you what you want from a man, honestly, do it. Because these men will lie to you to get into your pants. These men will lie to you to get you into relationships with them. These men will lie to you to get you married. These men will lie to you to get you to have a child with them. And then when they feel that you're trapped enough, they may let that lie slip out. And then you know that, oh, this is the truth. So I'm actually in support of it. Keep your life private. Don't tell a man everything about yourself. And if you need to, lie to them. So, are you in support of this? Do you think we as women should also be lying to these men, since these men have been lying to us for ages now? Please remember to like the video if you found it interesting and subscribe to the channel to support me. Also, check out this playlist if you want more videos like this. Bye!